Are you wasting more time trying to figure out what to post instead of actually posting? I completely get it. And I will be honest and say that there have been a time or two where I have been scrolling reels for ideas for hours because I didn't know exactly how to show up on social media. Well, today I am going to teach you a 5-pillar strategy so that you can take the guesswork on how to show up on social media to actually build your business. Now, I'm Rosemary Lewis, your real estate bestie. I coach women in real estate to build multiple 6-figure businesses while deepening their relationship with Jesus and their faith. And I know, you know, just like I do, that social media is a gift for our business because honestly, it is a total zero cost way for us to show up and connect with the people that we want to do business with. But let's be honest, it also can be stressful. And I know it stresses you out to try to figure out what to post, being on video, what should I say, what is giving too much of myself and too much information or not enough information. And sometimes all of that in your head can actually shut you down. But when I started implementing this 5-pillar strategy, what I learned is that it actually helped me build that know, like, and trust factor, which honestly is the goal of social media. And speaking of which, I went all over the secrets that you need to know when posting on social media in a video, Social Media Secrets. I will go ahead and link that here so that you can check it out. But now let's talk about what I mean when I say the 5-pillar strategy. So getting back to the whole idea that social media is a tool, right, for us to build that know, like, and trust factor, because the more that you get people to know you and like you and trust you, the more likely they will be to actually transact with you. The mistake that a lot of real estate agents or people in sales do in general is spend so much time only talking about their business or service that we miss the mark on actually connecting with people. So I'm going to teach you this strategy. So pretty much all I want you to do is think about, like, if you had to come up with themes around your life or things that you're really interested in, pick 5 things and I literally want you to write them down. And why don't you hop in comments and tell me what they are? So are you a coffee drinker? Do you play a musical instrument? Are you a fashionista, right? Do you know how to ball on a budget? Are you a couponer? Are you a foodie? Like different things that are common to you, like everyday things that you're into. These are going to be your pillars of content, and I'm going to show you how you can use them. So I'll give you my 5 pillars, okay? So the way that I show up on social media, number one, I'm always very faith forward because let me tell you something. What I learned is that I cannot do this life without Jesus, and I'm singing it from the rooftops. I don't care if it's for my business. I don't care if it's in my personal life. That is a theme that will carry out no matter where you see me, okay? So often, and I'll share with you how I weave that in, but faith and just positive energy, being a light, that is one of the themes that's one of my pillars on social media. Then I want to share local activities and local resources, okay? I am in the far north Dallas suburbs, and let me tell you something. It is always something new and something interesting happening around here. And as a real estate professional, it's important that I stay abreast on exactly the lifestyle, right, that people live when they come here. So on my profiles, I'm consistently sharing local resources, whether that is a concert coming to town or a new restaurant that is opening, or listening, just sharing my cup of coffee, right, at the local coffee shop that I really enjoy. So sharing those local resources. Another thing that is one of my pillars is my family life, right? Particularly my wife life. I've been married for 18 years, so I often share small snippets of my life, particularly how my husband and I, like, we are very, very serious about dating and staying connected in that way, and I share that on social media. Now, I do want to say one thing about that, okay? Because my husband is he's a lot bit more introverted than I am. So even when I'm sharing us or our life, there are parameters. And the way that I coach the besties that I get to coach in our coaching program is that you can very much on social media and in your interactions be personable without being personal, okay? So I don't want you to put a camera in your husband's face right before actually talking through through what your purpose is. And honestly, my purpose there is not only to gain business, right? It's just to connect and actually provide resources for people who might be trying to figure out, like, how can we incorporate and prioritize dates in our marriage, but make sure that you figure out what's enough and not too much for you and your spouse. Okay, another thing that I am known for, or a pillar on my social media, this will sound crazy, but grocery store finds. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When I think about my ideal client, she is always on the go. She is, trying to figure out these weeknight meals. She is trying to just keep things fresh at home and wants to make life a little bit easier, okay? So if I find something at Costco or Trader Joe's or something that is a hit with myself and my kids, I am going to share that. And if, again, scrolling through my social media, you're not going to go very far without me showing like what I found at Costco or this thing that I have at Trader Joe's, because that is something that I began to be known for. And it's really funny. I actually got a message from a past client yesterday, and she literally sent me a text like, "Hey girl, real quick, I'm going to Trader Joe's for the first time. I know that that's your jam. What are the items that you think I absolutely have to get?" And why did she get that? Like, me and her have never had a conversation about Trader Joe's or a conversation about what I'm picking in my grocery store aisle. But because she saw it on social media, it's building that know, like, and trust. Like, groceries high. So before she goes to the grocery store and buy them high groceries, she's calling me to see what I recommend. And that is deepening my relationship long after she sold her house, okay? And then here is the final pillar that I share a lot. Is real estate, okay? I don't want you to get it twisted to say, hey, we're only here to key and have fun. Social media is such a powerful tool to demonstrate who you are as a professional. So I definitely share real estate on my social media pages, but it's not everything, right? If I had to think of the percentage of direct conversations about real estate, it would probably be 10 to 20%, because the majority of the time, people are not coming to my page to only find real estate facts, but they're coming to my page for all of the other things that I'm describing here. And then they know, because I'm also sharing real estate, that we are the go-to professionals and can help them. So I want you to tell me in comments, like, is this ringing any bells for you? And are you coming up with any aha moments on how this can be easier? And let me tell you something, literally do not overcomplicate it. Think about your 5 pillars, but as you're trying to figure out your 5 pillars, just start noticing your surroundings, okay? Because 9 times out of 10, you tend to sell near where you live. So if you're driving down the street and the local park downtown has a beautiful holiday display, snap a picture of it, post it on social media, and remind all of your social media friends, hey, I absolutely love the downtown display at such and such park. Make sure you go there and check it out with your kids, right? It can be much simpler than we make it, but you just have to do it. And if I had to leave you with anything, I think that would be it, okay? Just understand that it does not have to be perfect. I know that you're watching other realtor social media and you're watching how beautifully curated it is, but I'm here to tell you that honestly, I get more feedback and more actual conversations from these raw, real life content pillars than I do from the pretty curated stuff that I have posted. So I don't want you to overthink it. Authenticity goes so much further than you think. And whatever you're into, I guarantee that there's somebody who's watching you on social media who will resonate with that, and they will be into it too. And even if they don't like your post, I want to say that if they don't comment under your post or if they don't like it, you are continuing to plant seeds and you are building that trust. So I hope that these 5 content pillars, this whole idea helps you, and I cannot wait to see what you continue to do as you grow your social media.